What's up, guys? This is Chris from D-Pad Dubs, where we give you hot takes on the latest in gaming. Today we take our third step into the art of support, where we give you 5 tips on how to play like a top-tier Mercy. Mercy is the quintessential healer in Overwatch. She excels at survival and mobility, doing a great job keeping both her tanks and DPS alive and in the fight at all times. Without further ado, here are our top 5 tips to improving your game with her. Number 1, damage boost. Mercy is best utilized when she is increasing the pick potential of your team. A lot of beginner Mercies spend far too much time using the heal beam on their targets, even when they are already at maximum health or almost there. They underestimate the dramatic increase they can provide to their team by buffing their damage. Remember, the best defense is a good offense. The damage buff is plus 30% to whoever you're using it on. Don't sleep on this. Side note, make sure you are keeping track of your team's ultimate abilities too. Damage boosting teammates that are ulting can be a huge win. Think Hanzo, Soldier, Reaper, and Roadhog. Mercy pairs very well with a few specific damage characters in a standard team fight. These are Ashe, Soldier, Genji, Doomfist, Reaper, and of course Pharah. That's not a comprehensive list, but those, in our opinion, are the best. Characters with high mobility and high damage are ideal for Mercy, as she can use both of these to her advantage and really help out your team. The high mobility also drastically improves your survivability. Number 2, don't look at who you are boosting or healing. This is a classic beginner Mercy move. The natural reaction of any player is to look at what you are targeting. However, because Mercy's beam stays with their target regardless of where you're looking, you can collect so much more information and use that to your advantage, and also relay that to the rest of your team. In fact, Mercy should be the best communicator on the team. This is also one of the best ways to stay alive. Keep an eye out for flankers like Reaper, Tracer, Genji, or Sombra who are trying to get behind your team and kill you. Your beam lasts for 1.3 seconds after line of sight is broken, so you have a considerable amount of time to survey the field of action. The final point about not looking at your target is that you should always be healing or boosting from behind cover. There's no reason to be out where you can take damage if you are only there to heal or boost someone. You should always be boosting or healing from behind cover. Number 3, smart revives. The best time to revive a fallen teammate is early on in team fights. And don't underestimate this is probably her most powerful ability. But think 1, maximum 2 teammates down. If you try to get off a res any later than that, it's likely your team has already lost that fight, and at that point you're just feeding. Priority for reses typically is tanks first, then DPS or support. Think hard about how reviving that specific character will help your team before you arbitrarily waste your res on them. If it's not imperative that they survive to win your team fight, it's probably better off to save your revive for a more urgent matter in the future. On that note, never, ever, ever use your res if the team fight is already lost. You are just feeding, and you're probably gonna piss off your other teammate. Should you choose to go for the revive, you can res on the way to your target, which is very helpful. Lastly, always res from behind cover or a teammate. If possible, communicate to your teammates to be protected. Think a Zarya bubble or a Sigma shield or Diva shield matrix. You get it. Number 4, use your pistol. Now this comes with 2 disclaimers. Number 1, it is almost always better to escape than to fight using your pistol. And number 2, your ult does not automatically mean that it's Battle Mercy hero time. Okay, with that out of the way, your pistol will save your life more often than you think. A lot of Mercies, especially beginner Mercies, forget that the pistol is even in their kit. Your pistol does 100 damage per second. That's 20 damage per round and 5 rounds per second, which if you're hitting headshots, that's 200 DPS. Be smart with it though. Be aware of when to use it and when to not. Do you have a teammate nearby that you can do more by damage buffing them by 30% than maybe you can just do with your pistol? That's probably the right call. Your pistol can actually be detrimental to flanking characters though, like Tracer, Genji, and Sombra. When used correctly, it's good to practice with. Number 5, don't die. I can speak from experience that playing against a Mercy that doesn't die is incredibly frustrating. Be that Mercy. Learn how to be slippery, never stop moving at all costs. Learn her super jump. I won't go over that now for time's sake, but you should be able to find a ton of videos for that on YouTube. Once you master this though, your mobility goes to a whole nother level and you become very hard to kill. Remember, rezzing is not worth dying. Even if you get your teammate up in time, you won't be there to heal them or the rest of your team for the rest of the team fight. This is almost always not worth it. Stay alive. Lastly, when you ult, don't just fly up straight into the sky. Any player with decent mechanics is just gonna shoot you straight out of the sky. In fact, the Soldier 76 on the other team has probably been saving his ult for this exact moment anyways. Believe it or not, it is actually totally possible to heal and damage boost your teammates all at the same time, completely from the ground. As Mercy, just don't die. An alive Mercy is a good Mercy. Well, there you have it, the third step in our ongoing series about the art of support in Overwatch, Mercy style. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to our channel. It means a whole lot to us. As always, thanks for hanging out in the D-pad.